Welcome to the plenary room. I'm Glenn to introduce Pavel today. Pavel, are you on stage with me? Can you come on stage with me? While I'm waiting for Pavel, let me introduce him briefly. He has 14 plus years of experience in translation and language services. And since 2011, he's the CEO of Free Language LDA, which is a family owned language service provider in Lisbon, Portugal. Is going to talk about strategy of gentle reminders and how to stay in touch with potential customers. And I'm sure that this is relevant for both freelancers and LSPs. Floor is yours. I'll be here again, Q&A for the questions. And okay, go with it.
Perfect. Thank you, Diego. So let's start. Recently, I read an article about 28 types of marketing that freelancers can use in their business. And actually, I am sure that whatever type of marketing a freelancer uses, if such person has a strategy, if such person is persistent, uh, every of these possible types of marketing bring their fruits. However, as for me, I believe that one of the most effective types of marketing in the market of translations and language services is email marketing. And today I am going to speak about it. So, from my point of view, there are five principal advantages of email marketing for independent language professionals. First of all, it's free of charge. Even if you use some paid tools, or even if you need to pay for your domain name, these costs are neglectable. These costs are small. The second advantage is that email marketing does not require any special skills like IT skills, programming skills. Uh, it's rather easy to use email marketing in our work, and absolutely every freelance language professional can do it right now, today, without long preparing or without any huge investments. The third advantage is that emails that we send to our clients do not interrupt their work. For example, if we compare email marketing with cold calling, we can see that emails are less annoying. And as we all know, if we interrupt our clients' work, sorry to say, but the effects and outcome of such interruptions are usually opposite to the ones we expected. Not less important is that all email marketing activities can be adjusted to language professionals' work schedule. As we all work in our industry, we know that there are situations, there are such dates when we do not have time for the simplest things. And the ability to adjust and to manage our marketing activities is a big advantage for us. I can provide such example. As you may know, the best days for sending proposals to new clients are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if on Tuesday or Wednesday you are busy with some ongoing projects and you do not have time to send emails, it does not mean that you lose this possibility. You can get back to sending emails next week, and you can use the time, even 15 minutes or 20 minutes every day, to collect more contacts and to have more email addresses next Tuesday and next Wednesday. Uh, Actually, I believe that it's always better to spend 15 minutes a day on marketing tasks than to devote the whole working days on collecting contacts or sending emails. It's always better to distribute the workload on various weekdays, and it helps to move forward with the marketing goals without without being under pressure of ongoing projects. And the fifth advantage, which I consider the most important one, the email marketing allows to deliver our messages to clients, and our messages will remain with them. As we all know, if our contact, if a potential customer does not need translations or language services, there is no magic force that can make such person order translations and language services. It's not, and our services are not everyday products. Our services are not something that can be purchased in advance to be used in the future. So when we deliver our offer to our clients, we know that our offers remain there, and at the time on some date in the future when they need such services, they can return to our proposal and make. Usually at this point, I start speaking about writing proposals to customers, about identification of target groups, but today I have a different plan. Let's move forward. So you send, let's say, several hundred emails and nothing happens. You do not receive any positive replies. You do not receive any projects from the clients that you have contacted. So how should we deal with such situation? To understand it, we need to take a look at our proposals from our client's point of view. How do customers react to freelancers' proposals? Actually, you should understand that there is a big difference between you and me and you and your clients. And I explain why. You decided to attend this event, to listen to various speakers, to learn about various topics. Your customers do not expect your offers. Actually, they are very busy with their ongoing tasks. They are focused on their own business, and uh, and there are just a few moments to catch their attention. And during these few moments, your clients make one of three decisions. There are just three options what may happen when your proposal reaches your potential customers. The first possibility is, of course, it happens sometimes that your target client needs translations or other language services right away. In this situation, usually your customer replies to your message and sends some files to take a look, or starts cooperation, communication about possible cooperation. Such a scenario is possible when you have some leads, when you have some information that the target client needs services offered at the time when you send proposal. However, it does not happen often. More often, the customers decide to save proposals sent by independent language professionals to use them in the future. So they assume that in some time in the future they may need language services, so they prefer to save the proposal for the future use. And the third scenario is a negative one. It happens when a customer is absolutely sure that the company or this individual are not going to order translations or other language services even in the future. They do not need them, and they are not going to need them afterwards. Actually, if we ask ourselves, if we analyze our reactions to emails with various offers and proposals that we receive by ourselves, we also see this chain of questions in our head. The first question is, do we need the proposed services or products right now? And if not, If not, are we going to use? Are we going to need them in the future? I have a good news for you today. 90% of proposals sent by vendors of language services are saved by clients for the future. How do I know? I make such conclusion on grounds of analyzing various reports about mailing campaigns. The share of deleted proposals almost always is not more than 5 to 7%. So this way we know that at least 90% of our emails reach our potential customers, and our potential customers decide to save them. It is an advantage. However, there is a problem, and the problem is the following. We should not overestimate vendor management tools, vendor management systems of our customers. Very often, even translation agencies that purchase language services on a regular basis, even regular clients of translation and language services, tend just to save the received offers in some special folder in their mailbox. However, as we all know, we cannot foresee how much time is needed for a client to make an order. It happens so that customers get back to senders of proposals in several weeks, in several months. However, for example, earlier this week, I got a call from one client who told me that they needed some translations, and she decided to contact me because she received our free language offer in the past. I was curious, and when I checked when that proposal was sent, I found out that it was in 2018. And the problem is that nobody can guarantee that at the time when our clients need our services, they will still remember our proposal. Moreover, you should always also understand that during this time, the clients keep receiving proposals from other vendors. So, step by step, our offers go down in the list of similar proposals or offers received by other vendors. And again, we should remember that in 90% of situations, the majority of clients start contacting vendors with the most recent offers. So if our proposal went down in the list, the chances of being contacted are rather low. I would like to ask you to take a look at the diagram that you can see on your screens. The orange line shows the probability of getting new projects from potential customers, and the green bar below show proposal effectiveness. In terms of our today conversation, the effectiveness of our proposals is the ability to convert contacts into real clients. So you see that the highest probability of getting new customers, of getting new projects, of converting contacts into customers takes place during the period when our customer has instant need for translations and language services. So what can independent language professionals do to to be right on time to deliver their offers and proposals within this time, within this period? Some language professionals decide to keep sending their proposals once in a while. But believe me, it is not a good idea to keep sending the same email, the same offer again and again. imagine that you have a friend that always tells you the same things again and again. You will be bored. Your clients will be bored too, and more probably at some point they will start deleting your emails because they know that they are going that they receive the same information again and again, and or even press the spam button, and that is not good at all because it affects the deliverability of our emails and is a negative scenario. Some language professionals send new emails with some questions asking about new projects. When will you have a task for me? I am here to take care of your language tasks. I would like to start cooperation with you. But such types of emails are not good at all because when you ask your customers if they have projects or not, you put your clients in not a very good situation. First of all, those people who work with vendors, there's employees who are in contact with providers of various services may do not know about plans of their company. They may not have some actual information about the future needs. And if we speak about language service providers and if we speak about translation agencies, the needs for various language services can be hardly foreseen because in the morning we may need French, and then suddenly after lunch, one of our clients can get back to us with a bunch of German projects, and we start searching for corresponding vendors. So, what is the best solution? I presented my vision and my solution in my book about email marketing in the market of language services. I call my strategy, I call my approach the strategy of gentle reminders. In simple words, the strategy of gentle reminders foresee that independent language professionals keep sharing portions of valuable information with their existing and potential clients after delivering the first initial proposal. So instead of repeating the same things again and again, providers of language services share more information about themselves. And and the first advantage of this strategy is that it allows to stay in touch with your existing and potential customers. And why is it important? Because when we send our first proposal, our clients know nothing about us. Actually, everyone can write anything initial proposal. When we have some story of communication, when we have some messages, we have a sense of reliability. We feel that we know more about the provider of language services, about provider of any services, in our case, language services. And we have a feeling that we can rely on it. Now let's analyze the actions of gentle reminders in terms of using our diagram here. So your gentle reminder, the portion of additional information about you, about your services, may arrive before the period when your clients need translations and language services. In this situation, the gentle reminders move your initial proposal in the list of proposals. How does it happen? For example, a client needs a translation to German. In order to find the right vendor, the customer starts checking the corresponding folder with proposals received from vendors of language services. Uh, your gentle reminder arrived not so long ago, so it will be one of the first emails that your client opens. When the client opens your gentle reminder, of course, more probably such person will go down to find your initial proposal. And even if due to some reasons customers cannot find this initial proposal, your gentle reminder can motivate them to ask you to resend this initial proposal once again, so you start with your potential customer. Another possibility is that your gentle reminder arrives right on time within the period when your customer needs correspondent services more than before. It's even better because, as I told before, the chances of getting projects within this period are higher. And here the logic is simple. If you send one email to your customer, you have X chances of getting a new project. If you send two emails to your customer, you have 2x chances of getting new projects. And you increase the probability that one of, as more gentle reminders you send, as higher is the probability that one of them will arrive right on time when your customer is in search for a vendor of corresponding services. But that's not all. We share some information about ourselves, and we do not know what information is important for our customers. I always provide such example that your part-time job experience during your student times as an assistant in a flower shop may be an advantage for one of your customers who imports or exports flowers and who in this field. So there is no useless experience, there is no useless information. If you send valuable information, if you share some important data, one of these portions can resonate with your potential customer. Maybe a freelance language professional may start using a new software, and the corresponding customer is in search for a vendor who uses such software. Maybe there are different reasons, but each gentle reminder creates a new touch point with your potential clients. And it's as more touch points we have with our clients, as more reasons exist to start cooperation. And the fifth advantage, it's gentle reminders are the way how you tell your story to your clients, and your customers like stories, believe me.
Were you killed? Sadly, yes. But I lived. Oh. Never had I felt so alive than when I was so close to death. Just before Rudy could suck me down his gullet, I grabbed hold of that gross, pink, fleshy thing that dangles at the back of the throat. I hung onto that sucker, and I swung back, forth, and back, forth, and back, forth, and back, forth, and back. And forth and back and forth until finally I let go and I shot right out of his mouth. I may have lost an eye that day, but I got this.
Telling your story to your customers, you become an expert for them. You become a person whose advice they value. They see your story, they see your professional development. It's not about just reading one proposal, initial proposal. They see the dynamics. You share some pieces of information with them, and you become an expert person for them. So if one day they need some translations or language services, you will be the first person they are going to ask, even if they just need an advice, even if they need a consultation. And it's one of the goals to be experts for our clients. So why customers keep following your story, why customers would like to know more? There may be absolutely different reasons. Some people can be just curious. Some people have children and they want to know how people make money and what to choose for their children. They may have some professional interest. They may want to know more about the field of translations and language services. But almost always, clients keep following the story. They want to listen more. They want to find more about our path, and we should use this possibility. And the bonus. And the bonus advantage of gentle reminders is an ability to use our database of potential customer contacts on several occasions. And I consider it a big problem because so many freelance language professionals spend so much time on collecting data of potential customers, then they use it only once and leave it aside without using it in the future. Your database of contacts can be an asset, and in order to make it an asset, you need to keep using it, because if you send one email due to 100 possible causes, it can be ignored by your potential clients. When we keep using this data, when we remain in touch with our potential customers, and besides our existing customers too, we increase chances of for development cooperation with them and for starting the cooperation with them. When I speak about with language professionals about gentle reminders, when I present my strategy of gentle reminders, many of our colleagues have the first one question. I more or less it can be like this. I do not have enough information to share with my existing and potential customers regularly. Believe me, it is not so. There are a lot of reasons or a lot of causes to contact your clients today. You may add new languages on the offer. You may add new language combinations. You may start offering new services, and or you may develop some complex solutions for customers of language services. We all continue our personal development. Why not to share information about certificates and diplomas we receive? The needs of our clients, we start using new tools, new software, new methods, new technologies. And again, it is something we should share with other customers, because as I said before, we do not know what is the most, what aspects of our professional background are the most important for our customers. So we should share any information about them to create these touch points. Unusual, challenging projects successfully completed also may be a good reason to send some gentle reminders to your clients. Any types of achievements, even if such achievements are not directly connected with your professional activity, maybe you would like to share some achievements in the field of sports or so on. Of course, you should connect them somehow. Work, but do not limit yourself only with some professional things. Of course, if you go to a new place, if you plan to reside in a new place for a relatively long period of time, let's say several months, why not to tell about customers, to tell your customers about it? Change in location may have various aspects for them. Maybe you change your time zone. It's going to be easier for them to work with you. Maybe they are in the same city and they may need your assistance in their office. You inform them about it. Let them decide if this information is important for them or not. And there are just even simpler things like holidays and vacations. Are you going to have your vacation this year? When? Isn't it a good reason to tell your clients about it? If we speak of vacations, you can see that actually you can send two gentle reminders to your potential and existing customers. In the first gentle reminder, you may tell them about your plans when you are not going to be available. It's the first reminder, it's the first time you encourage them to get back to you, to maybe to offer some projects, maybe to offer some tasks for you to take care before you leave. And when you are back, tell your clients again that you are back, so they know maybe they were waiting for your return, or maybe they have some projects they would like to assign only to you. You using one cause, using one event, your vacation, you contact your clients twice, so you increase chances of converting your contacts into real clients, or you increase chances of getting new projects. The same is about any changes in working hours and timetable. I don't know. I know that it is in many countries this weekend people are going to shift their time of 1 hour ahead. So why not to inform your clients about it? It's not possible to keep an eye on such changes when you have many vendors. So why not to inform your customers about such changes in your timetable, in your work schedule? I wrote my book, Effective Email Marketing for Freelance Linguists in 2020. Actually, I was not going to write a book. As you may know, I offer individual consultations for independent language professionals, and during these consultations, we discuss many various aspects of freelance businesses. And I was planning to create a roadmap, a simple file, something similar to quick install guides that we can find in the boxes with our new printers, some diagrams, something to help them to deal with email marketing tasks. But step by step, when I analyze various stages of email marketing processes in terms of freelance linguist businesses, I found out that there is always there are different opportunities to increase the effectiveness of these processes at every stage, starting from identification of target groups, writing proposals, collecting contacts, up to staying in touch with customers, up to continuing communication. And the most thing you should understand is that your email marketing activities are not over when you press the button send. It's only one of the steps. It's only one of the stages. You need to continue your work with potential customers and remain in touch with them. And at the end, I would like to say that I share more information with language professionals on my LinkedIn blog, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. In February, I started my channel, where I publish some videos related to the market of language services. I use these platforms to tell more about different aspects of freelance language professional work. I focus on some details. I provide some tips and recommendations that absolutely every freelancer can start using today and see the results soon. So I hope this information will be useful for you too. Besides, in these resources, you may find more information about the strategy of gentle reminders, about using it in your business, and also some practical tips how to save time and how to make how to increase the effectiveness of various business processes in terms of our industry. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Pavel. I
I hope
was here trying to understand how to see who's raising his or her hand. I I, I will understand that. Okay. But we have many questions already, so let me start. We have 6 minutes more or less. And the first question would be from Patricia. And the question is, what would be the right time separation between first email and the reminders?
very good question, but please remember one thing. In marketing, in any marketing, there are no such things as right things. You should experiment, and it depends when you send your reminder. It depends on you. You are the one who decides when to send such reminders to your clients, because I can tell you, and it is really so. I would advise to send the first reminder in 4 months after your initial proposal. But what if you have some changes in a couple of weeks after you send the initial proposal? What for to wait for 4 months? So my general recommendation will be like this. If you have really great information to share with your clients, do not wait too long. Do it. If you are thinking of keeping in touch with your contacts, with your potential customers, wait 4 or 5 months before sending the first proposal.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Let me flag this as answered. Then we have a question from Jada. Jada is vendor manager at Creative Words, my company. And she's asking, what would be your advice when companies have specific application channels in place, like career platform? Because she's biased in the sense that we have a platform for that. So again, the question would be, what would be your advice when companies have specific application channels in place?
Again, in my book, I highlighted it with and I emphasized it. If your target customer has some enrollment procedures like various forms to fill in, or as it was said, some vendor management tools to you should start with them. But in this case, you should consider that instead of sending your initial proposal is sent by the way of filling these forms,
Yeah.
by the end of meeting some requirements, by the way of following some procedures that the clients developed for enrolling new vendors. Because when a company invests into such tools, into such platforms, that means that they do not spend money and time just because they have nothing to do. Somehow it is integrated into their working processes. And if you say, no, guys, I don't want to fill your endless forms, I send you my proposal, I send you my presentation, that's all. You start violating rules of cooperation before you actually start the cooperation. However, it does not mean that after filling the form, you are not able to send additional information in the form of email and ask your target ask the target company if everything is fine with your enrollment process and if there is something else you can share with them. So it's also a way to start communication and cooperation with a new client.
Thank you so much. Perfect answer. Another question is how to get potential clients out of their comfort zone when they are happy with their current vendors, basically. That's a big one.
It's a good question, and I know that you mean, but I totally disagree with this question. Absolutely, we need to put our customers in a comfort zone. They should be dying in the comfort zone, knowing that we are always on time, we always provide the best quality, and so on. You do not need to invent something to make your customers change vendors. Many clients change their vendors, and many vendors have different life circumstances that make them stop cooperation with one customer and proceed with their cooperation with another customer. So if you keep sending gentle reminders, if you remain in touch with your potential customers, at some point you will definitely have a chance to start the cooperation with your dream client.
Thank you. We have 1 minute left, so I will take one question. Roderick, I will let you unanswered. I will take Maria's question if you're okay. But Maria's question is truncated, actually, so it's more a comment, I guess. She's saying we obtain our biggest clients through e-marketing, and we really have great experience in this way of communicating and finding new clients. We fully support this way of finding clients. That's the end of the comment, I guess. There's no question, actually.
Thank you for this comment. I would like, I just want to say one thing. I am not against other types of marketing. I know that there are a lot of language professionals who reach great results with social marketing, with other types of marketing. So it is, again, you're a freelancer, and if you're a freelancer, the phrase stands for freedom. Experiment, try different ways, try different approaches. But remember that I think 90% of interactions in the market of language services happen via email. So we cannot say that email marketing does not work in our field.
Absolutely. So the end of the question was, we're just a little cautious about GDPR. Have you got any specific situations? How do you handle them? I would leave the questions. We don't have time for the answer. Pavel.
Okay.
I guess I invite you to go to the lounge, table 17. Maybe Maria and Dodi can join you and ask the questions directly for you.
Diego, just one second. I would like to say thank you to you for this event. I really enjoy some presentations yesterday and today. I attended them. Thank you for this opportunity. And I would like to say to all people who listen to me today that if you have any questions, please never hesitate to contact me. I am on LinkedIn. Send me a message. We can always arrange some small conversation. And I am always happy to help you with some recommendations and sharing my vision. So it's not a problem if you don't have enough time. If I don't have enough time to answer something today, I am always here to answer questions later.
Thank you very much. And let me remind the audience that the app will be open till end of April. So that's another way you can get in touch with Pavel.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pavel. And we will have a 8-minute now break, and then in this room, we'll have Wolf. So enjoy your break, Pavel. Let's go to table 17 in the lounge, and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Pavel. Thanks.